My name is Lauren Tyler-Rickon, and this is The Miracle of the Geese. Common birds, not thought of as pretty, but look, the velvet soft blackness of their necks, the bright white of their cheek patches, coverts and mantle layered down smooth, like God pressed flat the rough whorls of an oyster's shell, breasts sporting the nacre sheen secreted within that razored case. These, stretched, a warning, a quivering arc, even earthbound, are the wings of angels, surely, built to carry ungainly things to transfiguration on the air. Great gray flipper feet forgotten until the burn-dark primaries lie folded away, gentled once more. If you are still, if it is quiet, if you wait, if you sit and do not move until your knees ache with it, till you bite your cheek at the cold coming up through the damp ground, if you exercise patience. And maybe, if you pray, if you are lucky, if they decide you are not worth their lacquer-eyed interest, you will hear the dull scissor sound of their bills, 2 fingers wide, 1 finger long, clipping the grass. They graze, close enough to touch, if you were a fool, one watching, while the other has its head down. This is the Ploughshare. Let me disabuse you of the notion that a poem is an elevated thing, rarefied, not for everyday consumption. This does not mean it should not be well wrought. Indeed, this is necessary, is, by definition, one of the things a poem must be, well wrought. It is right there, plain to see. They are made things, poems, made with some intended purpose, like any other tool made to fit the human hand, and ease our way as we go naked through the world, with its thorns and stones, and all its great vastnesses that we do not understand. I have been told that a poet is a revolutionary. The poet calls forth songs from others' buried hearts, and this makes it a most dangerous creature. Lest you think I am trying to hang noodles on your ears, poets have been hunted, have been assassinated in wilder times and places than this one where we are. I have been told a poem can also be a sword. And I am angry. I am angry with all the furious rage of a house on fire, with all the same sodden, impotent loss that comes after. I am angry. And I am afraid. There are so many things for which this poem could become a sword. Should I choose, then, the dried corpses of hummingbirds, totems carried against the end by aspirants going hard across a desert they too may yet die in? Or should I choose another? It would take all the trees of Easter Island all over again, and still it would not be enough to list our endless, prideful, stupid sins. I am sorry, I cannot give you an empty song to blithely pass an idle hour. But the world is a house afire already. To give you another match, what good would that do? Instead, let me beat this poem into a plowshare. Our world has had enough, and enough again, of swords. See differently. Love everything. Do better. That is all that we can do, and that is what a poem is for. A hand up from despair, a crutch for the boredom-blinded eye. Just a quiet, little song to help the buried heart remember what it already knows, how to sing. And this is Mysteries 1. Only a potato, dusty ball of lifeless starch. Humble thing, even if it fits as if made for the hand. But this lumpen nightshade is a wonder, is Lazarus. You do not need even to pray, only to leave it in a dry place and forget, or have patience and leave it be. It will become as alien as a creature from the bottom of the sea, dimpled eyes budding into pink, purple, bergamot anemones, this thing that was a rotten stone in your hand. The tender and unassuming French fingerling can do this every bit as well as the beloved Yukon gold, or the bold heirloom purple Peruvian. Left alone for a week, in a scant 6 inches of dirt, the small coral monsters have sent up tightly furled periscopes, pushing the soil bodily aside in their need for the sky. Daily now, in the space of one warm afternoon, there are leaves and more leaves, curled and coiling faster than you can count them, dusty with fur, eager viridian, even indigo toward the base, a stem becoming a stalk, pushing up and up and up. Bury half this young miracle alive, before it is even 1 foot high. It will take more than 3 days. But, interred in the dry, soft earth, instead of worms and rot, potatoes accrete, and wait in the rich dark for their leaves to wither and be unearthed.